big win for the Villa boys. 2-1. Villa versus Chelsea at Villa Park. Asensio, 2 goals. Rashford, 2 assists. 7th place, a charge towards the Champions League. Again, while we're still in the Champions League. Big night at football at Villa Park. And a big win. Saturday evening football. Big win for Aston Villa. Boom. Now, I'm really happy about this. As you can tell, there's a little bit of bravado there. There's that confidence there. Because I'm believing that now we're going to see Villa start to cook some good football. And I think for most of the season so far, we've played some decent football. It's been decent, I'm not going to lie. But at times, with the injuries to some players, it's been a chore, it's been an effort. Now that we're getting players back from injury, the loan players are kicking into gear, adapting to the team. Prediction, we're going to see Villa cooking some good football in the Premier League. Champions League is a tricky one, because after we play the Belgian team, is it Bruges or whatever it is, after we play them, it's going to be probably, I think it's going to be Liverpool, and if we beat Liverpool, it would potentially be like Real Madrid. So the Champions League, yeah, I think we could beat the Belgian team, but after that, it's a bit tricky. But, you never know. But it's the Premier League that I'm thinking about in terms of getting Villa cooking. It's Premier League for me. The charge for top 4 again for me. And tonight's win, Saturday night football, Aston Villa versus Chelsea, it was a statement win. Chelsea are one of those tricky teams, a little bit like Tottenham, that they could be playing really bad and then come to Villa and win. And suddenly they all turn into Ronaldinho and prime Rivaldo and prime R9 Ronaldo. They all turn into, team of the year, team of the season players on FIFA. They all turn into the best players of all time when they play against Villa. But they'll lose to every other team. And actually, to be fair, Chelsea have actually had a good season so far. It's just derailed the last month for them. So in general, they've had a good season. They've won a lot of good matches. Chelsea have been a good team. But the last month, they've gone off form, and it's been tricky for them. And they often play well at Villa Park. They often play well at Villa Park. But Villa, with the loan players and with players regaining confidence and with players coming back into the team, the Villa boys showed a lot of heart today. And they come back again from losing a match to win the match. And so in that respect, up the Villa. In that respect, what a great scoreline for the Villa. Second half to turn it around. Archer, yes. Okay, bro, you look like KSI. Your head is bigger than Jupiter. Mate, I don't mind my head being bigger than Jupiter, mate, because my head's bigger than yours, all right? So I take that as a badge of honor, my friend, all right? So don't worry about me, mate. Don't worry about me. My head's big, and that's all right, because I've got big head, big shoulders, big heart, and bravado, mate. I've got the minerals, mate, and that's what you get on my channel, Christian Fandom Geek. All right, mate? So you and your army, all right? So yeah, don't worry about me, mate. Don't worry about, I'm out here on Christian Fandom Geek, entertaining the people. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? You are entertained, so don't worry about me. You worry about yourself, all right? There you go. Hello there. Hi, Kerry, hello. So, yeah, big win for the Villa. Very excited about that. I think pressing forward to the second half of the season, now we're into the second half of the season, I think we can expect some big things from the Villa boys. And I think today's match is a real turning point. Seeing the lone players, seeing Rashford and Asensio really kicking into gear. Thanks for the sub, Kerry. God bless you. Seeing the Villa boys kick into gear, seeing the loan signings kick into gear right now, we're going to really see the second half of the season, Villa ramping up and beating some big teams, especially at Villa Park. And you know what? Very good. It's exciting to be an Aston Villa fan. It's exciting to see quality football down at Villa Park, watching it on the TV, going to the matches and things like that. It's amazing to see some quality football down at the Villa. And it's been a journey under Emery, but it shows you that if you have a coach that knows what he's doing and has a plan and has strategy and has a team behind him that's building season after season, you can see where a football club can go, as opposed to Manchester United that are an absolute disgrace at the moment, and their management and their hierarchy is all over the place. But the Villa boys, you see Emery, you see Monchi, you see all the guys at Villa Park, the owners at Villa Park. They've got a plan to the team. They've got a plan to support Emery, and the club is going in the right direction. And you can see it. You can see it. You watch in the summer for the transfer window. Watch Villa work in the transfer window in the summer. Watch the players they bring in the summer. Villa are going places, and it's an exciting time to be an Aston Villa fan because Villa are going places. So, but this highlights the importance of having a club hierarchy, management, CEO, owners, presidents, the board, that know what they're doing, that are competent, that have a long-term vision for the club. It highlights leadership qualities in your club is very, 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 very important. It's very important to have quality leadership running any organisation, and especially in football, and especially in the Premier League. And the Premier League is the toughest league in world football. It's the toughest league in world football, guys. And so it highlights that when you see good leadership, you'll see the results on the pitch. It takes time because it's a process. But now with Villa, we're seeing the process, and we're seeing, the fruit of that process starting to bear fruit. Now, let's be honest, it's still early days. In the summer, we need to see if Rashford will stick around. We need to see if Marcus Asensio will be around. We need to see if they'll be around, or what other players we'll get instead. So it's going to be a big summer down at Villa Park. But watch Villa. If you're not a Villa fan, watch Villa now to the end of the season, because they're cooking something at Villa Park, and the loan signings are kicking into gear. So you're going to see Villa beating some big teams, and you'll think, whoa, I didn't expect Villa to beat these guys. Expect it. Have big expectations at Villa. So it's been an interesting weekend so far of Premier League football. And obviously we've got big matches tomorrow. Man City versus Liverpool is going to be essentially one of the biggest matches of the season. I expect Liverpool to get something from that match. Even if it's a draw. And I think Liverpool, if they win that match, it's the end of the title race completely. If Man City win it, Arsenal still have a glimmer of hope. But let's be honest about Arsenal, they still need to buy a striker, which they can't buy one now. So they'll have to try and get one outside of the transfer window, which would be a free agent. And I think they need to go into the free agent market and get in a striker. They need it. But it's going to be a big match tomorrow as well. Man City versus Liverpool. It's going to be a huge match. And I think it's going to be a big match to watch, to see. Because if Liverpool win that match, the title race is over. If Man City win it, the title race is a glimmer of hope for Arsenal. Anyway, I am going to go now, because I just wanted to say up the Villa, and I'm really happy about that win against Chelsea. I thought Villa were very impressive in the second half. I actually thought we played quite well in the first half, to be honest, and probably we should have got a goal in the first half as well. But I'm very, very happy about the second half. Kerry, what you've said Liverpool is dominating, but Forest is catching up. Forest, I like Forest. And as a kid, I used to be a Nottingham Forest fan. As a kid, I was really into Forest. That's when Brian Clough was the manager, and I loved that they played great football. I will say this for Forest, they've had a great season. And no matter where they finish, they've had a great season. I would expect Forest to be in the top 7, maybe top 6. I'm not sure about Champions League football for Forest this season, but I think that Forest I've got a great manager, and they've got a great team. They're slightly overachieved this season, but they are a quality football club, and they deserve to be having a great season. They play some great football. They've got some really good young players as well, Forest. So well done to Forest. Oh yes, Joe, my friend. Now you know the power of the show, son. You underestimate my power. Joe, yeah, boy, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm doing, man. Kerry, you support Forest. Well, Kerry, God bless you for supporting Forest. They're a great club. Um, Joe is a guy from the States who I often go on his streams and comment on his streams. He's got a great YouTube channel, and he's a great guy from the USA. A lot of the people that watch my channel are from the USA because I'm on the Red 5 podcasting network. And so Red 5 is a podcasting network in the USA that deals with a lot of Star Wars and science fiction shows and movies, and we talk and comment and stream about those. It's basically the geek world. And so Joe, you're not on Red 5, but actually you'd be great on Red 5, Joe. You need to look into that. I'll talk to you about Red 5 because you'd be great on Red 5. But yeah, so a lot of the guys that watch my channel and watch my streams are from the USA, but I also have a lot of people from the UK because I'm a UK lad. So there you go. But yes, Forest are having a great season. They're having a great season. They've got a good manager. Their leadership seems to know what they're doing. Like the Villa, they have a competent leadership and a manager that's experienced, that knows what he's doing. And it shows in the quality of performances that Nottingham Forest are producing this season. Kerry, thank you for the sub. And also, yeah, sub Joe. I think you might have sub Joe as well. Yeah, sub Joe because he's got a great channel. And so, yes, guys. Also, for you guys who are watching the channel and are kind of new to Christian Fandom Geek, which is me, I've got lots of videos of streams on the channel. So there is a big back catalogue of episodes on Christian Fandom Geek. And I also have a podcast show called The Law Be With You podcast channel. The Law, L-O-R-E, Be With You podcast show. And that's on Podcast Player, wherever they play podcasts. So enjoy it. I'm going to go now and have a nice cup of tea. And being very happy that the Villa boys won today. Joe, big love, my friend, because you know the power of the Force, and do not underestimate my powers. God bless you guys. I'll be with you again very, very soon. Thank you, Joe. God bless you, mate. God bless you. We're with you again very soon on Christian Fandom Geek.